Okay guys, welcome to a new video. This will be a short video. Yes, I don't have a lot of time on this phone, but yeah. Let's talk about the new Monsterverse game that's coming out. I recently learned some stuff that I am a little more hesitant about the game, but it's cool. You know, it's still a Monsterverse game. It's still a giant monster game that you don't really play as the giant monsters in it, but it's fine.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually really hyped about this game still. I think it'll still be a good, fun game. It'll have a human-focused game where you'll be a guy in Hong Kong trying to find his daughter in the wreckage of Hong Kong. It takes place before and after Godzilla versus Kong. So, I don't know if that means it'll take place far after Godzilla versus Kong or right after. I don't know how Kong will be involved. I feel like if they're going to have, apparently that monster in the picture, like the spider monster, is Abaddon. So I'm not sure. You know, like, I think if that monster is going to be in it, how's it going to go to Hong Kong? You know, like, I don't, like, the story doesn't really add up right now. And apparently Kong's going to help you in the game. I saw a comment and one of the people said that. It kind of made me sad because they were like hating on the game and that made me sad. So yeah, it just sucks that people are kind of
Later.
Are kind of mean about it, you know, stuttering. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I think the game looks fun though. You know, like I really do. If it doesn't look fun, I haven't really seen the gameplay. I don't know. I'm just a really optimistic person. I love getting hyped for stuff, especially if it's Godzilla or King Kong. So, yeah. The gameplay sounds interesting. I was hoping it would be like Peter Jackson's King Kong, where he had levels of playing as the humans and levels where he played as Kong. Doesn't sound like that now. Though, the new monster is intriguing. Apparently, the monster is Abaddon. I think I said that. It is named Titanus Abaddon, apparently, compared to rumors and stuff. And apparently,
Later.
I
5 minutes
do remember
later.
the monster too. It was name dropped, or its name was on like the map of all the Titans and Godzilla King of the Monsters. So, yeah, it's one of the Titans from that movie that was not seen. So, this is awesome. This is what I wanted from Godzilla vs. Kong and Monarch and stuff, is like them to mention the monsters that were mentioned in Godzilla King of the Monsters, but were never shown. So, yeah, that's exciting. I'm really happy that they're doing that finally in this game. Hopefully they do it in the show, Monarch Season 2, or one of the spin-offs. But, yeah, this game looks awesome. It still looks awesome. I am a little bit more hesitant, though. But still, I'm still going to be optimistic and still be excited for it. Because it's not every day you get a new kaiju game, in general. It's just not a thing. Anymore, at least. Like, we got a bunch of kaiju fighting games back then, like Godzilla Destroy Monsters Melee, and Ultraman Fighting Evolution, and Primal Rage. Like, those games are awesome, and you're never going to... Well, I can't play Ultraman Fighting Evolution. But for those who live in Japan, or have a emulator, you can always go back to those games and have fun. But this is... I think kaiju games are starting to evolve to have like a more professional kind of bigger ideas. I think that's what they're gonna try to do with kaiju games now. We do have Giga Bash, which is if you want a kaiju fighting game, there's that. You have that. Godzilla's in it. This is the human focus side. So this is this new Kong, which is not called Kong Titan Echoes. It's called Kong Survivor Instinct, making me think that that rides home with the actual vibe of the game a lot more. But yeah, the game looks awesome. It doesn't look awesome. I keep saying that. It sounds awesome. Like, the idea sounds cool. I'm still going to be optimistic, like I said. I'm talking way too much. So that's it. I don't know how Kong is going to fit into the story. I watched this video where the person making it said that he's not really sure. I forgot the guy's name. I'm sorry. I say that I do my research and stuff, but then I forget stuff, and it's really frustrating. But my face is kind of off the camera, I think. But yeah,
2,000 years later.
I still think I don't really know how Kong's gonna fit in. I don't know how Abaddon's gonna fit in. It's all gonna be a very weird game, but I think it'll work. Because there were games that aren't kaiju games, but are games featuring monsters, like Alien Isolation. That game is awesome because you get to play as it's like a survival horror game. This one is a survival game, but it's a 2.5D thing, which sounds cool. It really does. I think the idea sounds really cool. So yeah, I get why people are kind of mad about it, especially Godzilla fans that want a Godzilla game. But I'm sorry, the Monsterverse also has Kong, so it's just the way it is. You know, like, Kong's a part of it too. He deserves just as much stuff as Godzilla. Godzilla has a bunch of games that are awesome. Kong doesn't. He only has one decent game back in 2005, and one fucking shitty ass game that came out last year. So this game is gonna be better, and I'm hoping it's better. I hope this game will be great, and I know it will be. So yeah, I'm really hyped for it. No matter what, it's still a giant monster game. I'm probably gonna play it on the channel. I'm not sure to what extent. I might do just one video on it and play the rest on my own, because games like that are really hard for me to play. You know, like, I'm not good at... The only type of games I can play are fighting games, because those don't require a lot of thinking. So, I don't know, man. My face is probably... the top of my head is probably covered up a lot. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my opinion on that. The game still looks awesome. Kong Survivor Instincts will probably get revealed at Gamescom. I think it will. So yeah, get hyped. If you love
2,000 years later.
If you like a human-focused game, get hyped. Because I know that a lot of fans that want a Godzilla Kong fighting game, this was never gonna be that, but you have that kind of with Giga Bash. So there's that. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys later, and have a great day.